Welcome back, drinks fans. I am Steve the Barman and I'm all about giving you drinks and cocktail inspiration to help you make better drinks at home 9 times out of 10 using some of your favourite brands. In this video, this is my second part of my vodka sort of series of drinks. This is all about taking the classic kind of vodka cocktails and giving you some inspiration about different twists, different flavours that you can make with them. So if you go and watch, there'll be links in the show description and at the end of the video to go and watch the first video. In this video, I'm going to attack the Cosmopolitan, the Vodka Sour and the Caipiroska as well. I'm going to be flipping those up for you because you don't need another cocktail video on YouTube showing you how to make like a Cosmo or something like that. But what you kind of do need is something that will show you, perhaps, what if you tried this? What if you took this ingredient and flipped it with that? That is what I'm all about, helping you to have fun. So, a little bit of housekeeping before we start. If you like me, if you like the video, make sure you please do give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up just below. Like the video. As always, the recipes will be in the description as well. Again, along with any ingredients that I use will be below. And finally, as well, if you just want to scrub to a specific cocktail, there will be chapters in there, so you can just kind of bottom of the video, you can just kind of see and just sort of jump to the next chapter. Right, so let's crack on. So the first cocktail, I'm going for raspberry and elderflower Cosmopolitan, and it is absolutely delicious. So nothing crazy, nothing technical in here. We're going in a cocktail shaker. I'm going raspberry vodka. And as I mentioned in the previous video, go and watch it, why I use JJ Whitley's, because I think they're just amazing vodkas. We're going 45 ml of raspberry vodka here, or you could, do you know what, you could use a plain vodka and a raspberry liqueur, Bowls, Giffard, preferably Giffard because it's better than Bowls and the Caipiroska. But, you know, Bowls and that will do the job, and any other kind of raspberry liqueurs that you can get hold of. So 45 ml of that. We're going, so we've replaced normal vodka with raspberry vodka. We are replacing our triple sec with elderflower liqueur. And we are going 15 ml of elderflower liqueur in there. We are going, do you know what? I'm dropping, this is the third video. I'm dropping things all over the place today. We're going for some lemon juice. I'm going for 15 ml of lemon juice. Normally I do slightly less, but I've got a couple of sweeter than the raspberry vodka isn't sweeter than a normal vodka. So I'm going 15 ml of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And then, I mention it all the time, I don't need to keep banging on about, personally I do prefer cranberry and raspberry juice to plain cranberry juice. I think that works an absolute treat. And again, it's the Cosmopolitan, it's the raspberry and elderflower Cosmo. So, and I match the base spirit, so I'm going 45 ml of that. So 45 ml of vodka, 45 ml of cranberry and raspberry juice. Now, you could put foamers in there to give it that kind of white, lovely froth on top if you wanted to. Cosmos aren't traditionally served like that, but I love being a bit different, so feel free to do that. But I'm just going normal for this one. So just going to ice this down. There we go, plenty of ice. And then we're going to shake it up 10-12 seconds. Good hard fast shake, really chill it down. Right, now, there is another kind of sort of ingredient coming for this. Oh, it smells good, raspberry. That is such a vibrant vodka. Oh, right, let's pop that there. I'm going to use this, a vintage glass. Now, I do actually use, instead of flaming, because if I'm doing events, I haven't got time to flame the orange zest in there, so I do actually use orange bitters quite a lot. But instead of putting them in there, I've got my little spritz caps on the top. You could use Angostura if you wanted to, no dramas in there. But I've got my little sort of spritz sprays on there. So I'm just going for about maybe two spritzes of orange bitters inside my glass. Lovely. And that's just kind of giving that nice sort of orangey aroma in the glass. And then we're just going to double strain in there. This probably would have fit in a Nick and Nora as well, but that'll be all right, that'll do. Lovely. Double strain, catch all those little tiny ice crystals, magicals, and there you have a kind of raspberry and elderflower Cosmopolitan. Garnish, I've got one ready. Dehydrated orange. There we go. For me, I'm not a huge Cosmopolitan fan anyway. 10 times better than the original. The raspberry, the elderflower. Play about with the ratios if you want to. If you want to bump it up a little bit more with elderflower, I think that is stunning. Raspberry and elderflower Cosmo. So there you go. That's the first one. So then the second cocktail is the Caipiroska. And this is a very, very simple flip. This one, very, very easy flip. So Caipiroska is obviously is a vodka version of the caipirinha. The caipirinha is cachaça, lime, sugar. Job's a good one. So the Caipiroska is vodka, lime and sugar. There you go. The Caipirisma, if you want to do rum, Caipirisma is rum. So with this, but what I'm going to do for this is a passion fruit Caipiroska. All right, as I say, this ain't technical. This is just kind of easy go, you know. Now for this, the original recipe is kind of like half a lime. So you can make it more limey if you want. I'm just going to kind of take the end off there. And which way should we go? Let's go through the equator. And I'm just going to kind of chop that into cubes. That'll do. So I've got half a lime into cubes there. Just before I kind of muddle it down, I do want to kind of break that down with sugar. I'm just going to add normal sugar because I'm going to let the vodka and a fresh passion fruit do the work here. But you feel free to use like a passion fruit syrup if you wanted to, not a problem. So for this, I'm going 15 ml of plain sort of gum. Sugar syrup, there we go. Lovely, jubbly. And do you know what? Because I'm using, so you probably guessed it from my shoulder there. Oh wait, back to front. There we go. I'm using the Absolute passion fruit. Now it is one of Absolute's better ones, but it doesn't pop a flavour. It's got passion fruit there, but it's not really, really vibrant. So that little healthy kick of sugar will actually help to enhance the passion fruit a little bit more. Right. So what we do now is we muddle. We want all the zest and all the juice out of the limes. When you're muddling, push down and twist like that. Don't do that because you'll get lime juice in your eye and that'll freaking hurt. So push down and twist and muddle all that kind of juice and zestiness out there. I can't even say it. Caipiroskas and caipirinhas are some of my favourite drinks to have. Same as daiquiris. It's so simple, so easy. Right, here we go. So that's all nicely muddled down. We've got a lime juice in there. Perfect. Now for this, let's get our vodka. Absolute passion fruit. And I'm going for 60 ml. So 2 ounces of vodka. 50. There we go, 60. Lovely, jubbly. And that's it, really. We're going to build this up with ice now. You could shake it if you want to, but don't have to. I'm just going to build this up. I've got dregs of this ice here. That'll do, just to use that. Perhaps not, that'll do. And then a bit of crushed ice here. I won't fill it all the way for a second. Just take a long spoon and just kind of churn it, bring the limes to the top, stir that through. There we go. Now, before we finish that off, I've got a passion fruit here. I'm just going to kind of cut that in half, and I want the pulp of half the passion fruit. Lovely. So let's just get that pulp in there as well. There we go. Perfect. Might leave that on top for the garnish. Quick stir through. And then top up with a bit more crushed ice. And then garnish with your spent passion fruit. Half there if you want to. Wedge of mint, wedge of lime even, whatever you fancy. But there you go. That is a passion fruit Caipiroska. Simple, refreshing. Passion fruit comes through on there. Let's say if you want a touch more sugar, if you're using that vodka, if you want a touch more sugar, go for it. And I think some of you, when I do a lot of cocktail masterclasses, I'm basically on the mojitos. I know a lot of people have a little bit of extra sugar. So that's completely on your palate. But for me, that is absolutely perfect. Love that. Amazing drink. Absolutely amazing drink. simple, classic, clean, fresh, popping, banging, love it. So we go for one extreme to the other now for cocktail number 3, because we've got nice, classic, clean, fresh ones. We're going for something fun and fruity now, but still without juice. All right, so this is a kind of another sour, but this is an apple and melon sour. So even though I've kind of rocked out a sour in this this sort of series of videos already, that was kind of taking a Hawaiian breeze and turning it in from a long drink into a kind of sour. This is the vodka sour. This is something you could do with the vodka sour. So again, cocktail shaker it up. I've got apple vodka here, which I'm going to use. Again, if you haven't got apple vodka, but you've got apple liqueur, fair enough, use just a tiny bit less of vodka and a bit more apple liqueur. I've actually got an apple liqueur. I've got sour apple liqueur here as well, so you could use that as well if you wanted to. Or you could actually use a little bit of apple juice. Just, you know, have a little play. That's what I'm all about in here. Give me a big old like, give me a thumbs up. Right, 60 ml of your vodka. So, got there, 50 and 10, 60 ml of your vodka. Then I'm going for my melon, which is obviously coming from Midori, innit? Of course it is. Midori, Japanese melon liqueur, 15 ml of your Midori. This will give it this lovely kind of vibrant green colour. And then we're just going to do very simple sour things with this, except I'm going lime juice instead of lemon for this. So I'm going 25 ml of lime juice. There we go. And I'm going for some sugar syrup, 15 ml of sugar syrup. Again, have a little play with different flavoured sugar syrups. What would work with apple and melon? What have we got? I've got some crazy stuff out there. Custard. Oh, apple and custard. Whatever floats your boat. Right, 15 ml of sugar in there. And then again, as you all know by now, of course you do, these are my egg white replacements. Don't use egg whites. We like to keep things vegan friendly over here. So miraculous foamers, equivalent of 160 egg whites, do exactly the same thing. So about, it's a bit too much, about a third of a pipette. That'll do, perfect. Right, and then let's go for a fresh shaker. We're just going to quickly shake this down for 5 seconds because we take it from that 5 seconds later to that, and that is what those miraculous foamers do. Perfect. Right, now I'm just going to kind of chill this down. So we need to fill this up with ice. Lovely, that'll do. Put that in there. Right, and then hard fast shake 10-12 seconds. Chill it down. Right. Oh, I've done so many apple and melon things on this channel. I love apple and melon. Right, you could do fresh ice if you wanted to. Actually, hold that thought. Jump cut, and we're back. What do we think to that look? We're going to use a nice kind of ball in there. Perfect. And now I just need to strain. Look at that look. Just strain this in there. Amazing. Now garnish this, you could obviously garnish this with some melon if you wanted to. I haven't got any melon, so I'm going for mint instead. Here we go, little mint sprig. And that is my vodka sour twist, but I've done an apple and melon vodka sour. Honestly, I love taking normal drinks, classic kind of drinks, and I love just putting fun and fruity, flippy twists on them, different flavoured vodkas, gins, whatever, but vodkas. Amazing flavoured rums, you know, just have a little play. Take those recipes and just have a little play. Let me know what you think to those in the comments below. As I say, give me a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, of course you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. That way you won't miss a future video. And then I will see you in my very next video.